wealthy businessman had just died. The son was in a hurry to carry the coffin to the cemetery, but the quality of the coffin was too poor. The second son accidentally pulled the handle off. The next moment, the coffin slid down the stairs and crashed into the funeral parlor's car. Then the crowd watched as the old man fell into the drainage well, and so he was returned to the sea. Luckily, he left his two unlucky sons with a large enough legacy, a rope factory that was closing down. The other was an old house in the suburbs, as both sons were lazy and good at their jobs. Naturally, they had no desire to run their father's twine factory, so they discussed to sell the old house their father had left them. They took out the plans of the old house and looked at them. It turned out that the house was the work of a famous designer. At the very least, they could sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Early the next morning, they invited many wealthy people to see the house. To their surprise, a wealthy businessman walked in the door and said he was willing to buy the house for $10 million. The brothers were shocked to hear that. They didn't expect the house to be worth so much. The oldest brother took the second one aside as soon as he heard this. They decided to set up an auction. The house would be sold to whoever offered the most money. When the second brother heard this, he also felt that it made sense, so he kicked the rich merchant out of the house. He told him that the house would not be sold for the time being. But at night, while the two brothers were dreaming of making a fortune, a little mouse pushed its food into the hole. They thought it would be difficult to sell the house if there were mice in it. The elder brother immediately took out a mouse trap. They put food on it to kill the mouse, but by the next day the food had disappeared. All that was left was a fruit shell. While they were discussing how to catch the mouse, the little mouse suddenly appeared in the bowl.